I'm in my car and my hair looks insane, but I wanted to talk about this before too much time passed. So I put my first demo out yesterday. But for the grace of God, and it was the most mortified I think I've ever been. But, you know, the entire purpose and mission behind me putting the demo out and starting the music project and getting it off the ground was mostly because I feel like fear and self-consciousness are kind of the primary things that that sort of run my life, that make my decisions for me. And I feel like I, for a while, have been really bad about, you know, this really curated presentation and not letting people see the full picture and not letting people in and, you know, just not presenting myself authentically to the point where it's been like a huge detriment to my relationship with my own identity. And so the whole thing was an exercise in vulnerability and putting things out there and, you know, letting the people around me see that I, like, have emotions. So even if nobody listened to it, it was still going to be a really monumental step for me and a really special experience. And I'm really grateful that, you know, anyone at all has taken to the song and that the experience of putting myself out there has actually yielded positive results. It's good reinforcement for me because I really wasn't sure. The demo, it's just like a one-take demo. When I was trying to record things piecemeal and do the, you know, instruments and vocals separately and do things line by line, I was getting really awful results because I think I was so self-conscious just trying to focus on the single line that I was delivering that I ended up just kind of saying fuck it after a while and recording like single takes, you know, playing and singing at the same time. And the takes are not as dynamic and they're not as technically sound. There are things in even the ones that I end up really liking that I wish I could change, but I think that the idea of the music is communicated better that way, I guess. There's more emotion. I'm less freaked out. And there's part of me that's really surprised that people are perceiving it as something of quality or merit, I guess, because the way that it was recorded was so minimal and stupid and incorrect, and it's so technically not proficient. Again, I mean, God, like, my guitar playing, awful. There are things about the vocals I desperately wish I could go in and change, but this kind of goes to show that even if you're really doubting something, if you connect with it and you feel like it's conveying an emotion that's true to yourself, put it out, do it. And that's definitely what this whole experience has taught me. I am just feeling such a deep sense of, like, gratitude and satisfaction and excitement. I can't wait to keep going on the project. It's called My Boy Frankie, and I named it after something that my grandma wrote on the back of a Polaroid of her first love when she was 17, and I need to find the Polaroid to show you, but it's a picture of him by this lake in Arkansas, and on the back it says, My Boy Frankie, August, I think 1957. I just found it so endearing that I knew that that's what I was going to name the project the second I saw the photo, and it's right now on Bandcamp only, but maybe by the time this video comes out, it'll be on Spotify and Apple Music as well. But yeah, the project is My Boy Frankie. The song is called Icarus Arai. The project has an Instagram now, which I'm really mad about. I really didn't want to become active on Instagram again, but I think that at least surrounding releases, I'm gonna have to have the Instagram app, which, oh my god, I'm so jealous of artists pre-social media. Anyway, that is it. That's my update, my TED Talk about that. Okay, so I'm like fully about to have a panic attack. This is a non-negotiable. So let me go through my stack right now. I ideally would like to choose like 2 of these. Mad Season. This was one of the main things I was looking for. Midlake Trials of Vanaki Panther. I found, and I've not heard this, but I've seen that it exists. This Screaming Trees, like all of their demos from their hometown. They didn't have Fuzzy on vinyl, but they did have another Grant Lee Buffalo that I love. I already know I really like. So that feels like a must. That feels pretty essential. Interpol, Turn on the Bright Lights, which would be another perfect vinyl listen. Yeah, I probably could find it pretty much anywhere. They had Phantom Radio, which I love. So I feel like that's a must. And they didn't have Whiskey for the Holy Ghost or The Winding Sheet, which I was sad about, but they did have Scraps at Midnight. Briefly in the P. Terry's drive-thru line, explain what it is that we are doing.
We are having the trip from, I don't want to say hell, but we're taking a trip. Lua drove all the way from Dallas down to San Marcos, which is south of Austin.
Yeah.
Immediately hopped in the car. We're going to Houston. We're attending a show. And then we're immediately driving back from Houston
back to San Marcos.
Woo!
I've got our yerba mate, and we're driving back into Austin tomorrow, and then I'm driving back to Dallas, and then on Wednesday I'm driving to Arkansas. Grilling Houston traffic. We're having the time of our lives. We just had a little record store and then bookstore visit, and I have acquired The Haul of a Lifetime. From the bookstore, I got Red Dock by Anne Carson. I've been looking for some of her poetry physically for a minute. I think this is the first physical Anne Carson chapbook that I've owned, so I'm incredibly excited for this. And at Waterloo Records in Austin, I found something I have been looking for forever. Mark Lanegan, Whiskey for the Holy Ghost. I am so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Alright, I'm back out of Pavement. I did get a few things that I love that I think will be great wardrobe staples, but being in stores like that just sends me into such an advanced state of fight or flight, like music blaring, incredibly crowded, hot, sweaty, like getting stuck in clothes. But it was not fruitless, luckily. I got this tartan skirt that is a color scheme that I really love. I've been looking for something like this for a really long time. And then just this like tunic-y thing. It's just like a tank tunic that I think will be a good staple. These tan business pants that are actually a good length on me. And when I find pants that are a good length on me without me having to cut them, I automatically get them. So I got these. And just a really simple corduroy skirt from American Eagle, 100% cotton for $5, which is another just good like everyday staple. Of course I found all of these cold weather appropriate things when it's getting super hot, but if I don't get to wear them this spring, I will really enjoy them in the fall. Now it's 6:50, that was our last stop. I'm now heading back to Dallas, where I will not be arriving until like 9:30, 9:45, and I'm going to rest as much as humanly possible tonight and tomorrow because this has been an insanely packed weekend, and I'm going into work for 2 days, and then I'm going to Arkansas on Wednesday. Made it home. It's time to go to sleep.
Hello. We are here at Review.
All right, Dallas Coffee Fest Hall. Would you like to go first?
I'll kick us off. I feel like I usually walk away from these things a little bit empty-handed. I did get Onyx because they were not at the Austin one, but we do have some geometry here because I haven't tried them in a while, and I like that.
Yeah.
And she's bad at math. So you had
So
to get
true.
Geometry.
So true, actually. We were talking about that earlier.
Gosh, you were so financially responsible. I got 2 bags of Pacas Forest Flame, which is one of my favorite roasteries of all time. I've been to their tasting events as well, and I just love everything about them. And I was looking for a good espresso bean, so I'm really, really excited for this. I also had a sample of it, and it was excellent. Honey Process is my favorite, so I was not surprised that I liked this so much. There was this really cool booth of earthenware, so I got this. It was advertised as an espresso cup, but I think I'm going to use it for a single shot cortado cup because I do a lot of cortados in the morning, and I'll just do one shot for me and one shot for him. So this will be my new go-to morning little cortado cup. And all of these are handmade. I thought this was so cool. Ooh, quick, my camera's dying.
Speed run.
Race against the camera.
Speed run.
I got mug.
Beautiful.
Welcome to mug.
Welcome to Mug.
Tall mug. Mug.
Yeah.
We like mug.
And lastly, for pour over, we got this. I had never heard of this roastery before, Cherry, but it was really good. And the people running the booth were super knowledgeable. And this coffee, when we tried it, this was probably my favorite just raw was so really weird to put that. This was
Uncooked coffee.
this was probably my favorite
Just like plain, no addition.
yes, like just pour up. This was my favorite pour over sample. We had other things that were more complex drinks. Raw. This was my favorite raw coffee. Crunching green coffee bean. It's a Colombia. It's also a honey process. 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. And thus concludes our Dallas Coffee Fest haul.